Hi, I'm Tom with the Toolbox, and I'm interviewing Steve Pineault, Solar Fan Man, and he's the lead sponsor for our first seminar that's taking place on October 22nd, and he's very active in the sustainable energy movement that's in Massachusetts. And I just want to say hi, Steve, and
Tom, nice to have you in my little abode. Yeah, I'm Steve Pineault. I'm president of South Shore Solar, and that's the umbrella organization for Solar Fan Man and the Solar Fan Wizard and the Fan Man and several other groups. But I keep all my licensing and insurance coverage through South Shore Solar Inc. So you may see that name around from time to time. And the primary focus of our business is to work in conjunction with the sustainable community to meet common goals. And it's a symbiotic relationship where we're conducting a, I think, reasonably priced business that's going to help promote the sustainable movement and to reduce global warming. So it's kind of a very rewarding job in that sense. Every home we do, I don't think of it just as a job. We really do feel a strong commitment to reducing global warming, both here at home in our own environment and as well as helping others to do so.
you know, when I was looking at your website, you know, you have some nice testimonials on there from feedback on reduction of energy costs. And you talk a lot about air conditioning. Now, you do this book for both residential and commercial.
Most of our business is residential, and just because of the construction of the homes, obviously a lot of businesses don't have attics, a lot of flat top buildings, and we really need an attic to put an attic fan in, you know. So most of our business is residential. Usually when people think of sustainable and saving energy, they think in terms of, you know, being uncomfortable in the winter and turning the thermostat down, or in the summer turning the thermostat up, and of being uncomfortable. And our product actually, you are actually cooler. It actually increases the comfort level in the house and minimizes the stuffiness in the house. Very often, even in new homes, the second floor will be an oven, or it'll be 10 degrees cooler than the first floor. And so when we mitigate that heat, all of a sudden the air conditioning comes to life. So it's not a matter of hardship. You're actually getting cooler while saving 10 to 15 or more % on your air conditioning and reducing your carbon footprint proportionally, because your electric bill is a proportional index of your carbon footprint.
And so this is just one small portion of the sustainable energy is what you're talking about. So what you're saying before makes a little bit of sense to me, that, you know, this is something that anybody can do that has an attic, basically.
Sure.
And so they have control and direct impact over reducing carbon emission.
That's right. It's completely sun powered. And one of the other benefits, in addition to saving money on air conditioning, the difference in cost between operating a solar-powered fan and an electric fan is about $20 a month, which is considerable. Again, when you think of tens and 20,000s of people at homes that are paying that $20 a month, and when you add up those carbon footprints, it's huge. Whole idea is everybody, I like systems that are passive, that don't require people to suffer or take the initiative. All they have to have is get this job done, and it takes care of itself. The sustainable community is huge in Massachusetts, as it is actually nationwide now. Marshfield, Situate, Hull, a lot of the South Shore communities have been so active now. We're actually getting requests from other parts of the country to help guide them and let them know our experiences in the sustainable effort. The energy use at this time is so huge that making any changes, even 1 or 2%, is a tremendous undertaking. If you think of it as a million-gallon tanker moving through the water and trying to change the course, it's tremendous. what I focus on in my business, as far as the sustainable groups is concerned, is I try to focus on inclusivity. The products that we offer make an immediate impact, and they're affordable. And our philosophy is that the more people involved in doing a small amount is the way that this is going to work. If every family in Massachusetts saved 1 gallon of oil or gasoline a day, that's 35,000 barrels a day that wouldn't have to a year that wouldn't have to be imported. So the sustainable movement has been very active on the South Shore. The town of Hull right now, with its 2 wind turbines, generates 15% of the whole town's electricity. They have in the planning stages the next phase. It's phase 3. I think it's 4 or 5 turbines, offshore turbines, and the town of Hull will be the first town in the country that will be 100% wind, which is a tremendous social benefit, and obviously for the environment.
So the sustainable energy, that's solar, that's wind, what else is included?
We're dealing with primarily in the solutions that we offer to mitigate the effects of global warming. Most in the country, most electricity is generated by coal, and the products that we offer reduce electricity use, basically. That's our company's focus. And the other product that we do is power conditioning, which most people don't know about. But what we're actually doing is giving electricity a tune-up. We're dampening any surges. We're storing any wasted electricity and put it back in a second later when it's needed. And the net result is, if you looked at a meter and you have a motor, for example, that's drawing 5 amps, and you can put your meter on it and it's drawing 5 amps, and you go, before we put that, where the electricity comes in from the street, and you're only paying for 4 amps. It's amazing. It really is. It's fantastic. And most people can save about 8%. Sometimes in small restaurants, things like that, they can save 15 to 20% on their power, where they have a lot of inductive loads, because it only works for motor loads, not lighting loads.
Come see Steve at the Toolbox on October 22nd.